Hello and welcome back to the Wild and Healing Podcast. I'm your host, Victoria, gym owner, founder of Empower Her, female health coach, and your no BS big sister. I help women get strong, regulated, and slightly uncomfortable. This podcast is here for one reason, to help you rise. Let's get into it. Hello and welcome back to the Wild and Healing Podcast. So let me tell you what happened to me recently. I lost something and I properly lost it. It was my AirPods, and if any of you use Apple devices, you'll know there's this thing on your Apple device called Find My, and it's super handy for you to be able to find things like AirPods or your Mac or your iPad or your iPhone. And my AirPods were telling me that they were around 20 miles away, a 40-mile round trip in a football pitch. After I'd been watching my boyfriend's son play football, I knew the football pitch and I was like, holy shit, I've dropped my AirPods there. Now, obviously, I had a look like in my bag and all the obvious places, went to the Find My, it says it's in the football pitch. So naturally, I start thinking, what am I going to do? I need to be able to get down there. It was raining at the time, like I was panicking. So I ended up asking a couple of people who I barely know if they would be able to go and check the football field for it. It was a 40-mile round trip, and the football pitch was actually one of them pitches that gets locked at night, so you can't get in. So the football coach is there at 7 a.m. before he works in pitch black looking for my goddamn AirPods. He can't find them. So anyway, the next day I'm like, I'm going to have to go drive down there myself and use my phone. It will just locate them a bit easier. So I get in the car and I'm ready to go. And then I just get random urge to just check the coat pocket that I was wearing that day. And guess what? My AirPods were in my coat pocket. So the 40-mile round trip crisis was solved by checking my own pocket. Now, do you know what's funny? The thing wasn't the problem. My reaction was like, I was so ready to spiral in that moment. I was like, oh my God, Victoria, you're such a moron. What have you done? All the things. I should be more organized. Why haven't I checked my pockets? How embarrassing. How can I run a business and ruin my own stuff? Now, this is because I hold myself to extremely high standards. I am a high functioning perfectionist. Yes, probably with ADHD, but that is why I've been able to run a business for over 15 years. It's why I can juggle marketing, emails, payroll, pension, coaching, planning. It gives me the ability to be able to do that. Just for context, it's a regular occurrence in my household that I get up in the morning and I go to leave the house and I can't get out because the front door's locked and I can't find my front door key. So I climb out of the front window, which isn't so easy, the shape of our house. Or I lean out of the window and shout a neighbour to check my car because the key might be in the middle of the car. Who knows where the key is? And sometimes I climb out of the window and then I find the key in my coat pocket. Or Joe will get home later and be like, your house keys were here. It's a normal occurrence. I'm just used to it. I guess Joe's kind of used to it. It's just what happens in my life. But this is because of this skill I have of losing things and being very high functioning and holding myself to high standards and being slightly chaotic. That is why I believe I've been able to run a very successful business for 15 years. But here's the thing that people don't see. When I mess up, I am brutal with myself. Now, if that resonates with you, I want you to know that you're not alone. Like I'm saying to you, I forget things constantly. I walk into rooms and I forget why I'm there. I can get 3 text messages and get overwhelmed, but I can also have 55 tabs open on my laptop as we speak and not be overwhelmed by it. I lose things, refine them on a weekly basis. I get to places and I look at someone and I think as soon as I look at them, I remember what I was supposed to bring or what I was supposed to do or I was supposed to text them. It's a regular occurrence. And from the outside, I guess it's easy to look at me and think I'm someone that has it all together. I meditate, I exercise, I have a healthy lifestyle. And it's easy to look at me and think that my life runs smoothly, everything's organized and that I'm calm and capable all the time. But even when you're disciplined, even when you're healthy, even when you're very ambitious, life can feel very chaotic. And right now for me, life is very full and I am so easy to be able to spiral. And I wanted to talk about this because I don't want people to feel like they're alone. If you are the type of person that messes up and you think it's a big deal, and people look at you like, how the hell have you managed to mess up like that? I see you. And please do not go into this negative spiral of, I'm not good enough. Why have I done that? Because we are all made up differently. We're all created differently, and we all work through our lives differently. And I don't want anyone to go around feeling how I feel sometimes, how I speak to myself sometimes, how I spiral sometimes because of silly little mistakes. So anyway, with the AirPods, message the person who had kindly gone to look for them in the dark for me, and I didn't lie. I was like, I'm not going to mask this and pretend that I've driven there, or I'm just going to own up to it, and was like, hey, I'm really sorry. This is a regular occurrence. What is the point in pretending to be something I'm not? What's the point in pretending that I don't mess up? Because when I admit to you that I've messed up, it gives you permission to admit that you have too. We all rise together, right? And I seriously want to be a leader of people who paves the way for others to do the same. It's okay to be you in your messiness, in your confusion, in your chaos. It's okay to be you, because I'm showing you it's okay to be me, and I'm admitting all the things that I do that are absolutely crazy. And I'm thinking about things now that happen, like probably some tea bags. I then got distracted and realised that they sold some nice baking trays for the oven. So I bought some baking trays. So I got home and I opened the cupboard where we keep the baking trays, and I thought, I need to throw the old ones out, and that cupboard needs cleaning. So I started cleaning the cupboard where the baking trays belong. And then I opened the oven and realised the oven needed cleaning. So I started to clean the oven. In the process of that, I started to make myself some lunch. I'm working my way around the kitchen here. I opened the fridge and there's some shit in there that needs cleaning out. Long story short, amongst a whole chaotic kitchen, by the time Joe got home, there was cleaning gear everywhere. There were cupboard doors open, the oven was open, the washing was on, the tumble dryer was going, and I was outside potting a plant. That happens, guys. That's regular. That's a regular thing. Start to do one thing and just create a line of chaos. And he was like, I don't even need to ask you what you've been doing because I can follow. So we had to retrace my steps. Now, actually, at this point, I did have a big emotional expression about this, and got quite upset because I realised how chaotic that is. But I'm admitting it here because I want you to feel like it's okay if your life is a little bit chaotic. And if you're feeling like under pressure to perform a certain way, like that is masking. It's masking who we are. Like, maybe you are a bit chaotic. Maybe you do like to clean the oven and pot a plant and put some washing in and iron and answer WhatsApps at the same time. Sometimes I think I get jobs done quicker when I have two jobs going at the same time as opposed to one. So if you are feeling like maxed out at your limit, like you feel like there's always something to do, there's always someone to reply to, somewhere to be, and you're starting to feel like you're reaching your capacity and too much things are demanding your attention. It's okay if you don't respond. It's okay if you've reached your limit. It's okay if your window of tolerance is maxed out. It's okay if you want to hide away for a bit. Just don't stay there too long, because you've still got this. Because every step you take every day to being a different person or a better person is a massive change in your life. There is always someone to reply to. There's always somewhere to be. And it can feel really tough at times. Just don't turn one chaotic moment into a character judgment about yourself. Like, being capable and chaotic at the same time can absolutely exist. You can be successful and forgetful. You can be strong and overwhelmed. Every single day, you can just take a small step being towards who you want to be. And that's the giant leap in the bigger picture. Oh, by the way, always check your coat pocket before you set off to drive 40 miles to look for something. So I hope this podcast has helped you see yourself in a different light. I hope it has given you power and wisdom to not be embarrassed about the small mistakes, to perhaps just own and be who you are in your perfect imperfectness. If it has landed, please do just drop me a message on Instagram. Let me know what you think. Let me know if it made you laugh, and just keep going. As Dory says in Finding Nemo, just keep swimming. I'm here to help you rise. See you all soon. Thank you for listening to the Wild and Healing podcast. If this episode has resonated, please share it with a friend. If it has stirred something inside you, then don't ignore it. You can find me on Instagram at wildandhealing_. And there's loads of details in the show notes of other places that you can find me and find out what I'm up to. But until next time, stay wild, keep healing, and definitely trust yourself.